And then
I missed
I'm
that
not going to be here to bury the lead. Now, I don't think there should be a quarterback change.
I don't think anyone said that yesterday.
Well, there's some people who want a quarterback change. For what?
There's always going to be. I think
who's eager to go see Sam Darnold, right? Who's eager to go see Sam Darnold? I know the legal at 7:02. I see the clock.
When does that crack come into play for you?
But Kyle Shanahan had a nice little back and forth about the quarterback spot yesterday during his conference call. Let's take a listen.
Kyle, will you consider making a change at quarterback during the bye week? And if not, why?
A change at what?
Quarterback.
No.
Why?
Because no one just changes our quarterback for no reason.
There you go. What's the reason to change a quarterback?
Well,
is there a reason?
I'm not advocating for it because I thought he played 3. Look at the fourth quarter. I want to break down the fourth quarter because we can talk a lot about it. And the late third quarter, back-breaking interceptions. Like you can't turn the ball over. I don't care if you're Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Brock Purdy. Like you can't turn the ball over. Nick Mullins. It doesn't matter who you are, right? He made a lot of plays in the first 3 quarters. A lot of plays. Same thing in the Viking game. I thought he was running for his life. You watch it back, he had some dimes. He had like 5 20-yard-plus passes downfield. He threw one to George Kittle that was like pinpoint accurate on a seam route, hit him on the right shoulder to like keep him away from the safety. I mean, he had a couple of really nice plays. But the turnovers, and in particular the red zone one, he made 3 mistakes on the one play.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's the kind of – and look, the linebacker made a hell of a play.
Pratt is a really good
He made a hell of a play.
Logan Wilson and Pratt are some good linebackers.
Really underrated.
Modern day 3-down linebackers. You play them in nickel. You play them in 4-3.
You can't turn it over there.
No, you can't turn it over at all.
It was a 7-point game. The Niners got to stop. They get the ball back after giving up a field goal, and they march on down, and you're thinking like, all right, we're cooking with oil here. It's 1st and goal. And instead of handing the ball off to Elijah, boom, mistake number 1. Then he doesn't do the pitch to Kittle. All right, that's covered, whatever. Fine. That could be mistake number 2. Number 3 is you know that now your linemen are downfield. You have to either slide. You can't throw the ball. The second you throw it, it's going to be another penalty, and you're going to lose the down. And he makes a play, and the linebacker made a hell of a play.
Yeah, it would have been, it was a legal man downfield, so you don't lose the down. You just go first down, but you go first and 20.
15
you don't lose,
20,
you don't lose the down, though. You get the down over, but you just lose the yardage, and you still cooking. That was a bad play. It was a bad play. Brock did not have a good game. Hell, I don't even know if Brock should have played in that game. As you are listening to 95.7 Game, KGMZ, FM, and AC1. San Francisco, always live on the free Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app and favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. Do not forget, you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams, powered by our very good friends at First NorCal Credit Union. Just log on and search 95.7 The Game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. Shout out to the Comcast Business text line, 888-957-9570. Some bad injuries for the 49ers. Of course, Debo's out. Trent Williams is out. Aaron Banks now has turf toe. Turf toe. So it looks like he may not be ready to go against Jacksonville and maybe not be able to go against Tampa Bay.
A few weeks. They're very vague.
But you know what? We're not talking enough about the offense. I just sat back yesterday, listened to everybody. We're all hyper-focused on Steve Wilkes, and I get it. The defense. They're not playing up to their standards.
3 straight weeks.
3 straight weeks to score 17 points. 3 straight weeks to score 17 points. 3 straight weeks you struggle to run the football. What's going on with Shanahan? What's going on with Brock? What's going on with the offense?
You said that McCaffrey looked right, and he made like 4 or 5 jukes for a 2-yard gain, right? Yeah. He's in the back. The guys are in the backfield too much. He can't get going in terms of the run game. And I believe in a large part Trent Williams has to do with that, but it just feels like they're stacking the box. Minnesota had 5 guys on the line, and they said, we are going to dare you to run, and we're going to stack the box, and we'll dare you to throw over the top.
Cincinnati, same thing. 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. 5 D linemen.
So what do you make of that?
Well, the blueprint is out. The Niners' offensive line is more of a finesse line, especially outside of Trent Williams. Not a lot of power. They don't blow guys off the line of scrimmage.
No.
And that's the best way to defend against the stretch run play. The zone run scheme. Yeah. The zone run scheme, the book is out. 5 down linemen, make them play action pass or whatnot. It's a problem. They got to figure that out during the bye week because you have to get back to running the football. If you don't run the football, you can't put this on Brock Purdy to throw the ball 40 times a game. It's not going to work.
No.
There's going to be turnovers. There's going to be bad plays. This team's not built to throw the ball 40 to 50 times a game. They're just not. It's unfortunate that they're not built to, and they can't play that style. There's other teams that can, but That's just not the way the Niners are built.
Well, and we've been talking a lot about their offense just in general, and I keep saying it's about 4 weeks now. Like, dude, their drop back passing game, like play action, turning the back and throwing against the zone, they're really good. The layered throws, the anticipation throws, dropping back with 3, 4, 5 wide receiver sets, and just picking a team it's not in this offense. Like, they just don't have that in the bag, and I just keep questioning like. I like Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
He's a solid 3, right?
Hey, how's his cardio?
What do you mean?
What I mean, he ran 33 routes to get 1 target. Hey, guy was out there exercising.
I didn't know where you were going.
But
like, Ronnie Bell can't get a look.
Danny Gray?
Well, Danny, has he even? I don't even know if he's suited up. Like, I thought you got McCaffrey so you could use him in the slot a little. Jordan Mason's getting over 5 yards a rip and can't see the field on a team that's struggling to run the ball. Can we just use the personnel a little differently than what you have?
It's on Shanny. Shanny, where
I think it is on Shanny.
Hey, you know what? We can't be afraid to criticize Shanahan. It's okay. It's okay. This market can criticize Steve Kerr for winning 4 championships. We can get on Steve. We can get on Shanahan's bumper. We get on Shanahan's bumper.
Doesn't it feel like we give Steve Kerr more heat for a second quarter lineup in February than we do?
Doing it for years. Y'all thought I hated Shanahan. Because y'all was telling me he was the next Bill Walsh.
Well, he's not.
He's not even George Schieffer. He's not even Jim Harbaugh yet. All right, so let's chill. George Schieffer won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. He's got 5. George Schieffer's got 5. Let's remember that.
They just feel very predictable offensively.
But I want to look for some solutions here. Real quick, before we go to the break. We got, 2 minutes before the break? Anthony, Benicia, get on here. Chime in. Then we'll get to the rest of the calls on the other side before Baldy. Anthony, what's happening? Top of the top.
Top of the morning, fellas. So I got 2 things. One, I was listening to Willard and Dibbs yesterday. I was listening to him this morning. And whoever Willard does that, his little show with the old tight end from Minnesota, he mentioned that Shanahan's offense is not built to come from behind. And the reason why that is because it's just not built to, pass. That's just not really how their offense is built from the line and then from the different positions that they have. And I feel like that's definitely an indictment on Kyle Shanahan because you should, even though he has all this exotic stuff, it's like, bro, you're so smart, but it's only when you have everything working exactly the way it's supposed to. But then when there's a wrinkle or there's a hiccup, it's like, now what are you going to do? And you guys are just talking about how, we have a few players out. And I'm thinking about, Deebo Samuel. A lot of folks, when Christian McCaffrey came to our team, they were like, oh, well, we can, some of the people were saying we can get rid of Deebo. And it's like, pump the brakes. Deebo is this offense. I understand that McCaffrey's really good, but without Deebo in motion or without the threat of Deebo, I see that this offense is stale. And then you think about somebody like Trent Williams, whoever's his replacement right now, he's getting work.
Oh, Jalen
like a
Moore.
full-time job.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It doesn't make any sense.
But they won games last year without Deebo.
But they did late in the year.
And they had a pretty prolific offense.
You look at the competition. However,
that's true.
Deebo got hurt against Cleveland on the first play of the game, and they scored 17 points in 3 straight games.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear anything about Deebo being overpaid anymore. Deebo has showed his value just in the last 3 losses by not playing. There's a big drop-off without Deebo Samuel in this offense. Well, I don't want to hear about Deebo being overpaid no more. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't. We disrespect Deebo. I get Deebo does some things that annoys me. But let's pump the brakes on Deebo being overpaid because he showed his value the last 3 weeks. You can't score more than 17 without him. All right, Rob.